Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Very nice start to the week again. Guys, it's a fun market. Don't go crazy. You got news coming on the debt. Do we completely implode or do we completely rip up? Okay? Very straightforward. Think about this. We had Meta. We had a stunning week last week. We had Meta. We had 1,800 contracts of Meta. All different strikes, right? We had 247.50s, 250s, 250, 250s, 250, 250s for this week, 260s, 265s, 250s for this week. And it didn't go, it went on Friday for the first 5 minutes, and then it went down. And it was a beast number. But it took an extra day, and it went all the way to 253 plus yesterday. Meanwhile, because it fails always, what do you learn? What do you learn when something fails always? You can type it in if you want. Go ahead. I'll give you a second. What do you learn when something fails always? But it's a stock that you want to be in, because if it goes, you make really nice money. Okay, nobody's typing. Okay. So what you learn is you have to take profits faster. Take profits faster. So we sold the 250, 250s at double. We took a double. Why did we take a double? Okay, we sold them at 3. They went to 5. Okay, we bought them at 150. Okay, we sold them at 3. Okay, why? Because we had put 51, 52 grand in all the positions for Friday. All of them cost 50 grand. Okay, and then we added 20 grand for the 250, 250, so 70 grand. Okay, so I sold the Meta, and you had 150 of them, I believe. So you sold them at 3, so you took a double, so you made 22 on that. But then you sold the 260s from 25 cents to 1 1/4, 5x. Then you sold the 265s. Then you came back and you sold the 250s that were in the money. You were holding the ones in the money because those ones could go to 10 really fast if the market was going to run. So meanwhile, you banked 70 plus K, so you got out of all the Meta for last week perfectly. And then you're sitting in Tesla all day long. And they're $1, $1.10, 90 cents, $1, $1.10, 90 cents. And then it pops at the end of the day. And we sold that one. Somebody sent me a message yesterday, said, why would you sell it? Why would you sell it and go 10 more points out? Okay, that's okay. It's okay to ask any question. It doesn't matter. There's not a good question or a bad question. We're all at different levels, right? Okay? So here's the thing. So if you buy something at 1, and we had 200 of them, but let's say you only had 10 of them at 1, and it goes to 350. So you're up $2.50. So that's 2,500, right? And then you take $1 of that 2,500. So you take 1,000 of that 2,500 profit and you put it into the 200s. Now, if you didn't want to buy the next one, that's fine. You take your 2,500 and you're happy. But if you're going to ask me, say, why did you sell it? It's moving up. Then, okay, so then that's implying that you still want to participate because you think it's moving up, right? So then you roll and you bank the 1,500 and you move to the next one. See, that's trading. Now, today, Tesla is down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to go down. I think it's going to pop to 193 really fast, okay? And if it does, those are going to go to 1 1/4. And if it gets all the way to 196, which is a big number, I think those are going to go to 250 to 280. 280, okay? Okay, let's talk a little bit about premiums. I'm starting to give you a few more hints on premiums, and I don't say things twice, and I don't tell you directly because I'm just not going to tell you because we have so much copycats and all these people that come in here and think they want to be me and go start their own service. So I don't give you that information, okay? But I give you hints. And the smart people can figure out. Most of these guys that run rooms, they're just morons. They don't even understand what trading is. This one guy that runs a room that had like 500 people asked this one girl who I know what it meant, a cup and handle. So a guy running a room doesn't know what a cup and handle is. Jesus. Now, it doesn't matter if you use charts or don't use charts. If you don't even know how to Google cup and handle, you shouldn't be running a room. Okay? So I'm not going to give you this. So I know that they can't figure out simple stuff like this. Okay? But Tesla closed at 189. Okay? I'm only going to say this once. It'll be on recording. But if you don't get it, too bad. You don't get it. Okay? So Tesla closed at 189. So that's 11 points out of the money. 11 points out of the money closed at 90 cents. If tonight Tesla goes to 200, nobody's saying it's going to, and the 210s close at 150, that'll be 10 points out of the money, will be 150. Yesterday, it closed at 90 cents. So that in itself tells you something. Not saying it's going to happen. That in itself tells you something. Okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. AI is moving today. Is it going to go? Does it squeeze? This sucker has the room of the vision of GME. You remember GME used to move? GameStop. If this can get through 31, it can get fun. Okay? Our SPX are moving up. Here's the thing. So why did I buy SPX? Come on, guys. You should know this answer. If you want to be a good trader, I help you guys along. But, you think I'm not teaching, I'm teaching. I just told you one of the secrets to premiums. And after the market, when I post this, listen to it 500 times till you know the why. Okay? The debt deal, no. It's a good answer, but no. Okay? Go ahead. So why did I buy the SPX? Okay? See, this is simpler than your answers, guys. This is not about the debt deal. This is not about anything. What's the simplest answer you can say? Here, let me tell you, okay? The market is not going down. Maybe it goes down today and it completely cracks. But last Wednesday, no debt deal. Friday, we're walking out, no debt deal. We're not doing anything. Too bad. We're going to default. White House puts out a tweet. Market will drop 45%, no debt deal. And the market goes down 3. So if it doesn't go down, maybe it goes up. Doesn't mean it's going to go up. Those may completely go to 0. But here's the thing. If it's not going down hard, then maybe it just pops just back to even. If the SPX just goes up 10 points, those are going to go right back to $6, $7. Nobody's saying it's going up. Nobody's saying it's going down. But what I'm telling you, the market hasn't shown me that we're going to collapse. So if we're not going to collapse, if you were to go buy puts for today, then you're guessing on a collapse. All I'm guessing on is stays even, 5 points either way, and those things double. Interesting. Okay, NVIDIA. Well, let's get started here. Sorry. Let's get started. Okay, good morning, everybody. 523. SPX down 10. It was up 11 last night, so if it goes back up 11 at some point today, those will be $9. Okay, SPX. So you have SPX 4181 right there. 4152 is a big number, and 4213 is a trigger high. Okay, 42.13, 42.14. NVIDIA, earnings. 321, 326. Now, people send me, said, Sam, they just split last time. So what? Look, nobody said they're going to split. So, guys, you got to understand when I say stuff. I said they could split. I never said they were going to split. If they were to split, the stock's at 400. Nobody said it's going to happen, but you have to be aware of what can happen. If you're aware of what can happen, you can decide what you want to play based on what can happen, not what's happening. Okay? Interesting. PAN-W, earnings. Today, PAN-W was at 200, and Zscaler was at 80. Zscaler guided higher, and I told you when they guided higher, that's Zscaler does not go down. Does not go down till they announce that earnings, the pre-announcement, and they guide. They're worried about the guide. And it's up $50. Zscaler is up $50. CrowdStrike and Zscaler were at the same price. It continues to move near the same price. So now, this is very interesting. If PAN-W were to guide down, I don't think they're going to. I think their earnings are going to be good. If they were to guide down, then Zscaler has 20 to 30 points of down on it. But Sam, they just guided up, but they didn't guide for next quarter. Okay? They guided for this quarter. Now, actually, I think they're going to guide up. AI, if an AI is going through the internet and bad people, hackers, start using AIs to break into places, you're going to need even more cybersecurity. So PAN-W, if it takes out 203, 222, 231. Nobody's saying it's going to. Okay? Zscaler 130. What a move. What a move. UPST. I told you when UPST did that thing. So UPST, guys, just pay attention to this because this is important stuff. And I understand it's not 100% correlation isn't perfect. UPST did $32 billion worth of loans in the last 7.5 to 8 years. They did $32.5 billion worth of loans, AIs. So an AI said, yeah, I approve your $100,000 loan, blah, blah, blah. $32 billion. And then a week ago, a company that buys loans and that does loans went to them. Now, UPST, the CEO, the reason the stock came down, because the CEO got stupid and he said, I'm going to keep the loan. I'm not going to sell it. And so he got butchered because he's keeping a 2%, 1% loan when it's at 5%. So he's making 1% on it. Freaking fool. Complete fool, CEO. Okay? Here goes SPX. But they sold $4 billion, I think it was $4 billion worth of loans in one day. Yes, 4. So they did $32 billion in 8 years, but they did $4 billion in one day. Wow. And now this company is going to use them. $4 billion in one day. How is their earnings not going to be insane next quarter? Now, it's 3 months away. But look at it run. Got up to 29 yesterday. And maybe it goes to 23, and maybe it goes to 26, and maybe it goes to 32. Don't really care. We bought way, way out there in September. Because if it runs, and somebody else comes out and say, hey, we're going to do another $10 billion this year, that's what they only did. $32 billion in 8 years. This stock goes to 100. Nobody's saying it's going to happen. Maybe it goes to 0. But maybe it just runs. AI. Moving, 29, 31. 31 prints on a day that it really rips. You got 34 and then 42. Meta. 252, we sold those perfectly. We'll start stocking them for next week. Nanix. 20, we sold those. Why? Because the news is average at best. It doesn't make sense, but that's okay. I think the product is real, but they're not guiding up. The company is not prepared. Maybe it runs, but we got out of it, and we'll get back into it at a reasonable price, and you got to trade them. CMG, 2100, sitting pretty. Shop, got up to 64 yesterday. It's back to 62. Any close over 66 can trigger this thing to 72. Now, I hate the stock. It's garbage. CEO's a loser. But see, Sam is not influenced by any of that. He's just influenced about if it can go. And if it gets to 65 today, those options are double. If it gets to 66, they're $1 from 20 cents. So it's an interesting play, right? Interesting. Google. Strong, 2660. Any close over 2660 can spike it. Netflix, what garbage. This one's pissing me off. This one's garbage, okay? Even Sam's number, even my own numbers aggravate me. I told you Netflix 372. It went to 372.01 and it dropped 10. It just aggravates the shit out of me. Oh well, it's right. The numbers are the numbers. See, that's the difference with Sam. It doesn't matter what Sam has. It doesn't matter what we like or we don't like. It doesn't matter if my opinion of the CEO is good or bad. We trade what we see, and we trade the number. And the number was 372. And it got to 372.01. Now there's a number there. 377 is a big number, but now you got a beast. 383. If Netflix can get to 383, it can get to 400. Now, NOW, 482. Took 6 months. Lam Research took 6 months. CMG took 6 weeks. Meta, from earnings data, took 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Netflix, can it get to 383? If and when it gets near there, you start speculating. You don't have to do it now. You just wait and wait and wait. Snow earnings coming, 182, 187, but 193 is a big number. 193 is a big number. MDB, huge down day Friday. They brought it back down, but I think this goes to 332. I think this goes to 332 and has a date with 350 after earnings, so we'll keep an eye on that. NOW, actually like the 515s today. No, it's down 3. It's not down enough, but if you can get the 515s at $2, it becomes very, very interesting. Okay? Win. If there's a debt deal, Win will run. That's why it's on the screen. Microsoft continues to move nice and slow. 322, 326, under 316. Tesla, see if it takes out 191 in the first 5 minutes. If it's through 193, gone girl. Gone girl. Okay, that's where we know. Comments, questions. That's where we know. Okay, that's where we know. Everybody have a great trend day. See you in chat. Hope you learned something. Listen to what I said on Tesla over and over and over till you figure it out. Thanks, everyone.